everyone. We're just travelling around the back roads of North Dubbo. I've visited one of my uncles. He gave me a load of his old steam engine photos. He used to drive steam engines from Bathurst to Sydney, Dubbo, Orange out and points west. He's one of the most highly qualified engine drivers in New South Wales. And when the Flying Scotsman visited the state back in the late 80s, he was one of the few engine drivers who was qualified to drive it. So I've got a photo of him standing in front of the Flying Scotsman. And since we're at this end of town, I thought we'd go for a drive. I'm going to head out along the Newell Highway to a reserve called Terramungamine, where there are some Aboriginal carvings. Now, it's not a sacred site, it's more of a kitchen. It's where they ground flour, sharpened axes and spears, and just generally lived their life. There's no animal carvings or handprints or anything like that. It's just general stuff. Sorry, just concentrating on the roundabout. The drive's not terribly interesting. So once we get out of town, I'll speed up the video so we can get to the reserve faster. Now, Terramungamine is the name of one of the local clans. Dubbo is named after one of the other local clans, the Dubbaga. It means red earth people, which if you've seen the dirt around Dubbo, you will understand why. It is a brick red colour. Terramungamine means ironbark people. They are named after a species of eucalyptus tree called the ironbark, which is not so called because it's the colour of rusty iron and about as hard as iron. It's it's a very hard wood. Now, the Dubbaga and Terramungamine people are all members of the Wiradjuri nation. Now, Wiradjuri run most of western New South Wales, from Griffith and Wagga right up in the south, right up to the north around Burke and Brewarrina, and quite a distance west. And of course, the Wiradjuri are one of the nations, the Aboriginal nations here. I've got quite a few friends from the Wiradjuri nation and from further north, the Gamilaroi people. A couple of mates from there. Of course, nowadays it's not such an important thing. It once was. Okay, now we're now on the Newell Highway, heading west. It's late February, and the temperature outside is 37 degrees. That's just too bloody hot. The temperature in the car is 25 degrees, which is nice. Anyway, here we are, edge of town. I think I'll speed the video up until we get to Terramungamine. Oh wow, look at that outside temperature, 38 degrees. It was saying 39, it's just dropped because I'm in the shade. Oh, that's just stupid temperatures. So these are the grinding grooves. It's where axes and spears were sharpened and where flour was ground. So what you're seeing here are the results of basic living. The sharp, narrow grooves were where spears were sharpened, usually a straightened stick with a hardened end ground into a point. The wide, flat grooves are for where the axe heads were ground. Now the estimation is that to produce one good axe head took many thousands of hours of grinding. Now over in the furthest part of this rock you can see a little circular depression. That is a quern. That's where they ground seeds for flour, wattle seeds and other things that they ate, which we generally just don't know anything about anymore. I can see since the last time I was here there's been some vandalism, which is a bugger. Some bastards just don't know when to leave things alone. Now this rock is one of many along this bank. There's a lot more behind us here, but this one is the only one that they've allowed people to stand and look at. You used to be able to walk on it, which people did. They really haven't done anything to stop people from walking on it, but what they have done is built this nice little platform near it, so you can stand right over the top and look, which is nice. first I thought these were sulphur-crested cockatoos. They're actually Major Mitchell cockatoos. Smaller than your normal white cockatoo. Don't have the big yellow crest on their head. Again, looking at us.